Hello, and thank you for joining me for another video from DeMarco Gaming. This is going to be an impressions video for Bugsnax. And so the overall impression of the game, it's a nice looking game. It is kind of almost claymation. It's also very Pokemon-esque. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stream some of the video in the corner here, and we'll kind of talk about what I thought of this. So the game starts out as a kind of a cutback to this walrus on the island. And they've discovered these bugs on the island that they call Bugsnax. They're basically part bug, part fruit, or vegetable, depending. Um, and so they're trying to get coverage on the scientific discovery that they found on this island. And so they're calling for a journalist to actually come out and look at that. So that's kind of how the game begins, and then it goes into, as I said, a journalist aspect. So we're going to go ahead and speed up the video a little bit, as you can see it in the corner going. Um, Okay, and here we go into, this is where it actually starts to get into the journalist part of it, where you are a journalist. Apparently, you are a journalist who's a complete, a crappy journalist. You're just a horrible at your job journalist. So the editor does not want you to go ahead and do this, because the editor is saying that basically you're going to bungle this up more than you've already done other things. Um, the game implements a decision making tree, so you get to kind of choose your option of what to say, but they make no difference. So you can choose all the different options, but only one will actually move forward, which is the one that looks like a little bug snack wheel at the bottom. It says, well, I'm going. Everything else is basically just dialogue tree after dialogue tree of what you can do. And then once you get through that, you fly to the island and you find the mayor, Philbo. This is basically your tutorial section. This is where you're gonna talk to this guy and find out that that apparently he's starving and very hungry and wants you to find him some food. Um, this eats up about probably another 20 to 30 minutes of your life while it does all this, and you learn how to capture bugs and stuff like that. So this is where I said it's very Pokemon-esque, because the thing is that after you get past all this dialogue, um, you have to you basically have to find these bugs, and so they give you a pair of binoculars that you can see these bugs from a distance, and they'll give you information on the bug, on, so, like the plant here. So it tells you, oh, small bugs actually hide in these bushes. So once you've identified the bug and it gives you a little bit of information on the bug, it'll tell you kind of how to capture it. Um, from there, you have to go back and tell the guy you found the bug, and he's going to give you what you need in order to capture the bug, um, which is going to be for lack of a better term, it's going to be kind of a crab looking trap. It's kind of circular and columnal in its nature. So that's how you're going to have to try to catch this bug. You have to basically drop a trap on it. Um, so I'll show you. Yeah, it's a little too far. We just fed him, so yeah, I guess I messed up there. Okay, so basically, like I said, you'll see it in some of the future video here too. You have to drop this trap, and then you have to catch the bug snack. And so this is almost like a pokeball thing, but rather than toss at him, you're basically dropping this trap. You get back, you wait for him to come anywhere near the trap, and then you spring the trap on him. And then you have a timer in order to run up and grab the trap before they break loose. Like a pokeball, you have so much time and then it pops the ball. But in this case, it's because you have to get up and actually grab the bug snack. It's not an auto loop system like Pokemon is. So here's the trap that I was talking about, in which you have to try to drop the trap. Now, these particular bugs are burger snacks, and you can't catch these in traps. So you have to catch this thing in a pin. So they'll do little things like this, and you're shooting ketchup to get the burger to run into the pin. This is very much a kid's game, I would think. Some adults might enjoy this, but honestly, I think this is more stylized towards children, between the claymation and kind of how you approach getting different bugs and stuff like that. So we'll jump ahead. So after you do get him in there, then he wants you to follow him, and you go down into this next area, and you have to start capturing more things and feeding the bug snacks to more people. So so he wants you to go out and get these kinds of things. So these are your next one. They're like a spider version of what they call a shish kebab spider bug. So you have to capture those, and you have to feed it to him. And that's just basically the play loop, is going to be capturing bugs and eating bugs. And then when you eat them, you get this kind of thing where you're getting a you fed him a carrot, one of his limbs become a carrot. You feed him a shish kebab, one of his limbs become a shish kebab. So, and that's basically the gameplay loop. Where I ended up stopping was right about the part where he actually asks you to catch one of these hamburgers, but you have to daze the hamburger in order to trap it. But I could never get it to actually trap. I was not really interested enough in this game to sit there and try to figure out how to trap this hamburger and move on with the game. By this point, it had been about an hour. I knew that this isn't a game for me. So I decided that I would just do kind of a Let's Play Impressions video where I kind of show the video of what I was doing in the background while talking about what I saw. So yeah, in this case, I would say I'll go ahead and stop the video, and we'll go back to full screen here. So I would say the overall look, the aesthetic of the game is nice. The theme of the game is kind of weird, and the story is very minimal, subpar. I would say that this is shot more towards a kid, not an adult, and overall, I would say the score. I wouldn't even want to give it a score, because I really didn't put a whole lot of time into the game to verify if there was any major bugs to the game. Pun. Or if there's any kind of story progression or character progression. I just don't see it. It's very, very minimal. You get to this island, and the person you're looking for is missing. You have to find them, and there's bugs everywhere, and you have to get these bugs, and she's probably in danger because of a bug or something. So it is very basic in its nature. I would say that looking at this game for me personally, this game would probably be somewhere around a 6. Not a horrible game, just not very interesting. For a kid, this may actually be more of a fascinating game to them. So I would say it'd probably sit somewhere around a 7 to a 7.5, but it is not in the realm of anything like Roblox or Pokemon or Minecraft, where the gameplay loop is just so interesting that all ages like it, no matter if it's kind of cartoonish or anything. Um, and it's not so intriguing that it kind of gives that dopamine effect to the kids where they feel like, oh, I just got something good and I've got to continue. It feels just more like, oh, let's see what this strange bug does to somebody when you eat it. So that's my impressions. I won't be playing this again. It's not for me, but for somebody else, it may be something that they enjoy. So thank you for joining and watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will get more videos like this out. And thank you so much.